pretty good in the hands of the South Americans. It's about whether or not RTZ is going to get kited around here, though, the Death Prophet. Okay, I like this. The same kind of idea that I talked about, where they just have this hero that kind of goes in the ball, and they can just kind of walk in, and they're just going to be able to do so much work towards these towers, and it's all about EG trying to get these team fights going in their own favor. They don't really... Yeah.
So this is going to be a very fun game to watch as well, Flute, because, you know, something that you keep mentioning, when you look at these cooldowns, not that many of them are quite high on either lineup here, so we don't have to necessarily worry. We'll talk about it in a second as Insania gets himself away from RTZ. There's going to be a Spirit Siphon as well going back towards the Sven. Zai doesn't have enough mana to keep going all the way here. Actually, he does. Gonna keep chasing underneath the tower. Nice block, but it's not going to work out for RTZ with the tree. Zai pops the magic wand, able to keep the chase going. Also kills the courier for Fly at the same time. That's a phenomenal way to start the game here. Depressing RTZ, elevating yourself, and making Fly sad in the process.
Yeah, it's always a good start when you have these kind of last pick heroes like the Death Prophet to be able to get that advantage in their lane, right? Like, and that's why I really like this draft coming in from Team Liquid. I think they've got some really good lanes to be able to play this game out, and once they start getting to that point where they've got their level 6s. Okay, so they do take down Matu. This is what I talked about, right? Like, if they're able to kill Matu before he gets that Vanguard up, it's very, very hard for them to push him out of the lane once the Vanguard is up. But
although on the bright side, down bottom, Nightfall did become too oppressively powerful pre the arrival of the Vanguard. So Matu has been bounced out of the lane in its entirety. Mid lane, though, Abed almost died. The Sonic Wave will push back Mike. The charge is incoming. Boxy, can he finish him off? Of course he can. And now they're looking towards Fly as well. The Fire Snap Cookie helped out. Crit, at the very least, gets some quick revenge with the Bushwhack. But it's a 2-for-1 exchange in this mid lane. Liquid coming out on top of it. No cap, if this was a DD for the Shadow Fiends, the way they were posturing, I thought they might actually try to force a low shot. You see a charge going onto Nightfall with the Nether Strike as well. He's stunned up by the Fire Snap Cookie. Nightfall is in danger. Drops the Wraith Pack Totem though, mitigating this damage. RTZ coming in, looking for revenge. He finds the stun onto Insania as his team cleans up Boxy. And with these 2 kills on the supports, the path to the tier 1 tower is wide open. And EG will take it.
Liquid, they had a really good start to the game, and they had a really good idea about how they wanted to play around it, but it's just this mid-game, EG just have too many spells and too many items to be able to kind of play around with them. That's a nice little pick there on a crit, but EG are definitely in the driver's seat right now.
Gonna smoke up with RTZ. He's got a Blink Dagger active, so would love to activate this God Strength, jump on a hero and blow them up in 2 hits, and indeed, there we go. Woo! That hurts. There used to be an Insania there. He's gone. Buys back immediately, though. He wants to be involved in this fight. But they found the stun onto Mike. He absolutely cannot die. Gets off the Requiem, though. The fear is going to be there. Here comes Zai, activating the Ghost. They're going on to RTZ. RTZ about to lose his first life. Or his only life, because Abed is the one that's carrying the Aegis. They managed to bring down the Sven. Sonic Wave did come out from Abed, but not enough to win the fight. Zai, with the Ghost, able to clean up. But unfortunately, the Spirit Siphon not going to be enough to heal him all the way against Abed. And the Ghost do not come back in time. So Abed will be able to get the kill of Nightfall onto the Death Prophet.
Liquid, they need to try and fight their way back in towards this game because they're starting to fall behind a little bit too much.
Got a BKB just now for Abed. Not sure if he'll be able to use it in this fight. For now, they're going to focus all their attention towards Boxy. Also ate up most of the Morty's kisses. On the bright side, they do get to clean up the Tombstone, giving some bonus gold towards Mike. But the big thing is that this tier 1 tower, 21 minutes into this game, it still stands. And Team Liquid recognize how big of a problem this is. I wonder if they'll decide to pop the Ghost for this one. EG, they get charged up onto Fly. This Undying in danger. Nether Strike will be out onto him. Been silenced up and Fly will die here. Both supports are gone. The double bash coming in from Boxy. That will enable Team Liquid to finally take the tier 1 in this mid lane. Have a direct lead on him. Yeah, they did use it. Don't want to be able to jump him in.
I found him out with the babies.
Finally find him with the babies, but Zai is also here with Ghost on the other side of the fight. Dismember going out onto RTZ. He can't do the damage. Nether Strike as well as there. His BKB is being wasted. The Requiem blows him up from Mike. Zai does die, but his job is complete, allowing them to bring down RTZ. And now the chase is on from the rest of Team Liquid. Charge in onto Crit. Bushwhack will prevent it from going all the way through. But Matu, he's now starting to feel himself, getting deeper into the fight. They're looking for Fly. They should be able to also kill the Hoodwink at the same time. Double kill for Matumba Man. And Nightfall and Abed forced to flee away.
Target prioritization, but when you catch out Matu literally by himself, shows how much damage they can do. Now with the Matu buyback, are they going to get scanned here? EG, they're staying in the pit.
Laying in the pit, Morty's kisses were raining in. Abed and Arteezy both pop BKBs to try and ensure that they can escape from this one. But Arteezy, stopped by Boxy's Nether Strike. He will still be able to blink himself out as they do bring down this hoodwink on the far edge of the engagement. Yule's up. There's no more BKB for the A-God. He is going to be brought down. Matu saying, well, it's nice, right? In the meantime, speaking of Matu, he caught Abed in the mid lane. We go back to Arteezy now as he gets Requiem feared into. Zai will be there with the bonus damage from the Ghosts. And not only that, Fluke, they immediately bound onto the tier 2 tower in the top lane.
Liquid, they're going to be the ones that are on the front foot, though. They're going to get the smoke going. If they catch that Crit here, this could be bad.
Crit's happy to die for his squad. Whew. Very dead. Matu gets the +1. We're at 9 stacks right now. Good times. GG. Nothing they can really do to try and defend this tower. Despite the fact that Liquid do not have access to an Aegis, they just are so strong. Mike's also finished off a
They're going
Silver
to fight
Edge.
the high ground.
Dude, he's got a Silver Edge and a Pally Sword. Are you kidding me? That's a little bit unfair. Fly will get charged into right now. Matu finds him out as well with the blink. Mike destroys him with the right click. That's 2 heroes brought down.
So Liquid, they're in a really, really good spot right now to be able to head EG their first loss of the group stages, especially... Oh, the Hex.
Instead of time, the Hex did come out onto Boxy, but they got
the
the
bite.
Dismember onto Arteezy. Yet again, the Sven being kited to hell and back. Not even allowed to
BKB.
go in right clicks. He got 1 right click off in that fight, but a Requiem destroys him yet again. Mega kill streak for the Shadow Fiend. Yule's up onto Fly. They hold him in position. They want the additional kill here, and they are going to get it. EG feels like they're crumbling right now here, Fluke, as a double kill is granted towards Mickey on his SF. And that is going to be him also cracking level 21.
And Mickey's got a Lincoln and a BKB and a Silver Edge. It's like, these cores are going to be so hard for them to kill, and maybe they can get the kill on a Boxy.
Well, Boxy's starting to get the kill onto Crit, initiating with the Nether Strike charge. And Crit's still alive for now, but he has to be careful. Matu is closing in. Matu just wants 1 hook. Give me that Flesh Heap stack. Not going to get it though. Zai steals the kill away from him. But the most important thing is that Crit is indeed dead. Might have a buyback forced out of him. We've already seen the Glyph force. They pop the Lincoln Sphere. They're jumping into Arteezy, but already have the force stop. Here's the Blink Dismember. They're going back onto Matumba Man. The Sonic Wave not really going to help out from Abed, but unfortunately the right click damage not enough just yet. We find a very nice push right coming in onto Insania with a huge hit from the Sharpshooter. Abed is able to get a double kill by bringing down the Pudge, but now it's scary because Zai activates the Ghost with the BKB. He's going in. Charge coming in from Boxy. They find Arteezy. They want the damage on the Sven. On the backlines, Mike is busy cleaning up house all by himself on the SF, and Arteezy is finally about to fall. Zai gets a killing spree. I'm gonna get a double off the back of Fly's death as well. And that is Team Liquid, despite losing the Matumba Man Pudge, still being able to demolish the team fight. They're sort of waiting for this exact kind of movement to come in from EG, and EG realize how dangerous going high ground can be here, and they go high ground, but they get caught in. But here's Arteezy. They're looking for Mickey with the Sonic Wave. They can kill the Shadow Fiend at long last. On the back end of the fight, though, Matu and Zai clean up both supports, but now they get the Hex back out onto Zai. Zai on the Death Prophet trying to escape the missile of this fight. Matu caught between 3 heroes, and he's not going to be able to survive. Suddenly, Zai finding himself a little bit too isolated as well. And these heroes have fallen low, but not low enough as Abed keeps the chase going onto Boxy. As meantime, Zai drawing away both Arteezy and Nightfall closer to the Roshan pit. He's been Yule's up, he's been caught out, he has been killed off, and Abed finishes off Insania.
And a DD!
That's a full freaking team wipe. Liquid need to dodge this at all costs. I don't know if they know this is happening. Zai might be a little bit too far forward here. Does have a blink dagger though, so should be able to get himself out. No, he can't! Abed has the Aghanim shot, so they keep him in position. They can't save him just yet. He's on the low ground now. Matu thinking about trying to eat somebody, but unfortunately won't be able to do so until Arteezy jumps down to the low ground, and Zai has already been brought down. Mickey forced to BKB. Abed refreshes for the secondary Sonic Wave onto Matu, and now they've killed the Pudge. Insania jumped forward with the Fire Snap cookie, but that's just going to lead to his death. 3 heroes have fallen, and unfortunately here, Fluke, none of these heroes have buyback. The only positive thing is that the creep wave
back towards a 50-50 win probability, and now they are in front. Feeling scary, feeling strong, and maybe we might see some more of this this Sven as a response to heroes like the Shadow Fiend.
Boxing got hexed. They do not have access to a Lincoln or a Lotus or anything on the Spirit Breaker, so he just dies heads up. That's a gem given up as well. And he needs to buy back potentially, because I do not think that EG are going to not take this opportunity. They jump onto the high ground looking for Matu. Here comes Arteezy. They've broken the Lincolns onto Mike. Lotus off, back onto RTZ, he activates the BKB. Now Zai hexed up, he can't get off his spells, but at the same time they finally dismember onto Arbit. Now Matu and the crew, they want to bounce forward. The BKB from RTZ has expired. Zai with his own BKB goes deeper in the fight with the Exorcism Ghost, chasing down Fly. They've gotten that kill. Crit, the lone survivor so far, allowed to TP out the high ground. I don't think Boxy has the vision here. Oh, he charges through, realizes where he's at. Boxy, man. What is going on? Matu gets a triple kill off the back of this. Boxy with the reads, understanding exactly what's going on. And Matu looking for somebody to jump onto with the dismember. He goes onto the high ground, only comes across Crit first. Crit gets stunned by Boxy, who charges through to try and find Fly. Nether Strike will be there as well, as Crit gets taken out. 65 seconds in the grave, no buyback. And also Nightfall gets caught out on the high ground through middle. He's dead too. He does have buyback, but now they have these ghosts from Zai flying everywhere.
Oh, the double hex.
Oh, Lotus Orb hexes back Nightfall, so you can't keep the chase going onto this Death Prophet. Although Arteezy was almost able to get the DD. Mickey snuck it in front of his face with the Silver Edge. If Arteezy got that one, that would have been a huge deal. Shiva's God will scout these heroes out in the pit. Fly, hooked out of it. He's dead almost instantly. Arbet comes in with the Sonic Wave. Not enough damage though. So Sonic Wave is down. Doesn't have access to a refresher.
Arteezy.
Here comes Arteezy, jumping onto Zai, eliminating him from the field of play. Buyback immediately forced out of the Death Prophet. But that was the BKB duration as well here. The one bright spot with already being megaed is you don't have to worry about positioning to protect Rack, so you can just sit by the tier 4 towers. But Zai comes in for the fight. Requiem comes out. They've already caught Crit. Crit is falling very low. Arteezy, he's now coming into the fight with the God Strength. He's trying to chop down Matumba Man. He will be able to get the kill onto the Pudge. Chasing onto Zai right now. Arteezy, the superhero, but the BKB is finished. He's about to get feared. The charge coming in from Boxy as well. Can he run down Zai? Doesn't seem like he'll be able to. But he has demonstrated the power of this rapier. Blink coming back with the Swift. Will he really try to go for this? Yes, he does. He finds Insania. 3 shots. If there used to be a Snapfire, now there isn't. Saves the game. The game's still going right now.
Yeah, that was a 3K.
Arteezy about to have money for the full buyback as well. If Arteezy can buy back, this would be huge, but Arteezy might have also been scouted. I think they see him. He's been jumped on. Dismember there from Matumba Man. Zai in with the Exorcism Ghost as well. And Arteezy can't get off his spells. Arbet buys him time though. Gets off the Sonic Wave, but the Requiem from Mickey brings down the Sven. That's a rapier on the deck, picked up by Boxy. Arbet still doing his best to try and fight this. Sonic Wave though will be there.
Arbet has the rapier.
Arbet able to reclaim the rapier. He passes it on to Arteezy. Arteezy might want to re-engage onto this fight. Can they get there in time? Blink forward. Won't be able to be there. And who's gonna die next? Nobody, because Team Liquid are on the retreat. Arteezy finds the Stormhammer out onto Matu. He gets the damage out. Matumba Man is gonna end up dead 100 seconds in the grave. And Arbet still chasing, has access to this rapier, so there's a lot of damage coming from this Queen of Pain. And EG
Stop in 5 seconds.
waiting for the opportunity to go in with the Arcane Blink Requiem. Does he have a chance yet? Arteezy scouted out to the top lane. Is Mickey going in? There's the God Strength. There's going to be the fear onto Arbet, but he does get off the BKB. Charge in onto Arteezy. He will be hit by Boxy, who activates BKB. They want to force a BKB out of Arteezy, but it's not happening just yet. In the meantime, no Fly will end up dying to the Exorcism. But just off the Aegon, Arteezy right-clicking on the edge of the fight, able to bring down the first life of Matu. Already killed Insania. Mickey, though, gets off the fear. Arteezy, will he survive this fight? He doesn't have the Satanic proc, because he's feared and he's killed. 2 minutes in the grave, no buyback for the Aegon, as Crit cannot contend with these Exorcism Ghosts. He gets charged into by Boxy, leaving Nightfall all alone to try and defend this. Crit will buy back. Arbet is just on the high ground, but EG, they see the writing on the wall. They acknowledge the power of Team Liquid, and they will suffer their first loss in the group stage. Rainbow Pony. I mean, you don't have necessarily access to the save, but you do have the battery from the Crystal Maiden providing you some of that arcane aura. So Lesh not really going to run out of mana. In this game, they're not playing into an AA or anything like that, so you'll be able to get your heals off with the Bloodstone. You're not going to believe me, bro. I was literally going to say that EG could maybe play Taratina from the mid lane for Arbet. I like EG. I think they've been performing really well at this tournament, but this is certainly going to be a big test for them. Game 1 was not a test that was successful at, but in Game 2, they're trying to make it much more so. His Lycan Wolves did get some vision here of Insania, which allows EG to come up the hill, find out this Crystal Maiden, and bring him down quickly. First blood drawn by a Crit for Arteezy. I'm not sure if he's going to go the Hyper Greed route. Yesterday he built Midas on this Faceless Void. Does he go for the Midas again in the game like this? I mean, there are some summons you can deal with, and we see Fly about to get taken down, losing his life with one more right click from the Eidolons of Zai, but at the same time, Arteezy looking for the immediate revenge, just needs 2 bashes. 1 bash!
Oh, no way.
Maybe? No way. Zai getting kept in the trees, but Arteezy does have access to the hatchet. He still doesn't get the bashes, but he's eventually able to get the kill regardless. A much bigger bounty than losing out on the life of the Enchantress. Off this. So it is going to be the supports all the time that are forced to make these movements on their behalf. Otherwise, the map is just not really going to change. They're still sticking around middle.
Abed.
Boxy comes back in, had the patience to wait for Abed. There will be a LSA with an arrow that connected onto Matu. Matu dies first. They do eventually get the kill onto Abed, but hashtag worth for the side of EG because they might be able to pick up more off the back of this. Crit will have arrow again in 2 seconds. Insania, you are dead to rights, my friend. Boxy is doing his best to try and block the angle of the arrow, but not going to be allowed to do so. And now because of this, he might be the one that gets arrowed himself. Crit leaps away. Boxy misses the tree throw between the Leshrac, Lone Druid, as well as this Enigma. Control sides of the map quite quickly. First chrono of the game, though, Arteezy connecting onto 2 as Abed also showing up for this one. The Laguna Blade will kill off the Enigma, but the avalanche from Boxy onto 3 sets up for the kills onto Abed and Fly. The lone survivor being Arteezy, but a great rotation coming in from Team Liquid. There were 4 heroes they committed to this bottom jungle, stall out EG there for a little bit. Down bottom, Zai wants to commit the black hole. Look at this. He wants to set up onto Arteezy. He's calling over Matumba, man. Arteezy gets himself in the trees. Midnight Pulse will break the trees. They know where he's at. They found him. Black hole gets committed. Zai still has Maleficent. Will he need it? He absolutely will. And the roots will come out from Matu, preventing him from being able to jump away with the Q. That's the first big kill onto Arteezy. Top lane as well. Mickey in danger here. He's being surrounded by these EG heroes. So they strike back quite quickly all across the map. As soon as they lose Arteezy down bottom, they go and kill Mickey at top. They're going for something now. They've smoked up. Haven't been able to find an angle of approach just yet. Unfortunately, their relative lack of map control makes it much more difficult to make these jumps. In mid lane, Boxy jumps onto Arteezy. He gets feared. He gets right-clicked down. And the Faceless Void is gone. Freezing Field coming in from Insania. Abed though goes BKB with the LSA to cancel it. But here comes Mickey. Bloodstone is a-going. The damage is a-coming. And they're going to lose 2 because of it. A double kill for this Leshrac. And they might not be done just yet. Boxy does come across Nightfall, but not able to get a correct beat onto him.
But as soon as she hits the freezing field, she's got so much armor and she does so much damage to you that it is also hard to try and come out. Oh, once again, Boxy's been found. Found Arteezy as well.
Gets caught out. There's a chrono though coming in from Arteezy. He kills Crystal Maiden first. Boxy's inside of this bubble as well. And between Abed and Arteezy, they are able to get that kill. DK realizes this as well and blinks to safety underneath the tier 2 tower. But where's the catch gonna happen? Oh no! Mid lane crit. Walked underneath the sentry ward. So the Moonlight Shadow does not provide him with protection as Zai ends his life. Still EG down bottom. They still want to try and force a fight somewhere. They're going onto Arteezy. Arteezy! He was baiting so they could turn with the chrono. But he gets blown up. He's not survivable enough to survive the burst coming in from Boxy and the Leshrac. And while this is happening, look middle. This push has been...
Came out. They're doing such a good job right now and everybody on Team Liquid is playing fantastic.
Look at this wrap though from EG. They want to try and break this up. They've smoked up all the way behind. They really want to find the Enigma or any other bigger target first. Arteezy still has access to the bubble. Who's he going to commit it on? He hasn't used it just yet. They've already blown up the Enchantress. And now the chrono comes out. But there's a freezing field. Arteezy can't put in the damage. They eventually do end up creating Crystal Maiden. Now Matu trying to get himself out of dodge here. He's in danger. Losing his life slowly but surely. Does still have an Aegis though. The fear preventing Arteezy from getting the final kill. As Boxy somehow still alive will eventually end up going down. But Arteezy getting turned around upon by Mickey and Matu. And they're able to get the kill. They don't even burn the first life of the Lone Druid. Abed ended up dying as well. Fear throws back Fly, so he cannot escape either. As the only person able to run deep away is going to be Nightfall. Crit is forced to hide inside the trees. And EG has seen enough. They do not feel they have what it takes to keep this game going, so they throw in the towel, they call GG, they ensure that Team Liquid are not just on 1, they are on 2, as they secure a victory, the first series victory over the side of Evil Geniuses.